What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia?
Hi friends, today we're going to talk about some items that I've used over the last month that did not work out for me. Now, a couple of these were samples that I received either from Sephora, I think from Sephora actually. I always try to take advantage of their samples when I order online. I always try to make sure that I Google discount codes and samples and other codes where you can get like miniature size. Like one time I did foundation and I got 3 different types of foundation and they were like in a travel size and I got them for free. And so a couple of these are samples that did not work out for me either. So let's start with the L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. So this is what it looks like. Here's the wand. It's very narrow and it's one of those plastic rubbery ones, and the little bristles are super short. This would probably be good for people who have very short eyelashes, or for somebody who has shorter eyelashes on their bottom. For me, because I have long eyelashes and this wand is very flimsy, it actually made it really difficult for me to put the mascara on. So the formula is nice, but I feel like the wand needs to be a different wand in order for it to work for anybody other than somebody with short lashes. So if you have short lashes, this might work great for you. It did last all day. It just took a lot of effort for me to get it all over my lashes like I normally would. Like, let's say the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. That one, the wand is much thicker. It's very easy to apply. But for somebody who has short lashes, that wand might be too big. So it just kind of depends on what your lashes are and what your needs are. But for this one, I liked the formula, I just didn't like the applicator. That was my problem with it. Another item is the Femme Couture Get Flawless 8-in-1 Foundation. I got this from Sally's, and this was a hot mess. When I put it on, it was a disaster. This one and one other one that I tried out this month, I actually had to put it on and then take it right off because there was no way I could get it to even work on my face. It wouldn't blend out nicely at all. It was very patchy. It dried down very quick and I was using a damp beauty sponge to put it on. It just was awful. It almost felt like you were putting on half-dried Elmer's glue all over your face, if that makes sense. How it would smear around on your face, it just was awful. So then the next item is this Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Pencil. So this one, my eyebrows are micro shaded, and I thought this would be great for the front of my eyebrows because the tip is like this. I don't know if you can see that or not. It looks like it's got 3 little or 4 little edges, and you're supposed to be able to just use it like this, and it's supposed to create hair-like strokes. Now, first of all, the applicator is hard as a rock, so when you do that, it scratches the bejesus out of your eyebrows. It's awful. It's painful. And next, it was actually like drawing on your eyebrows with a marker. It didn't leave hair-like strokes at all. Now maybe I was doing it wrong, but I don't feel like it's rocket science. But it just felt like I was coloring in my eyebrows with a marker is what it felt like, except for it was painful because the applicator is so stiff, so that did not work out for me. So the next one is the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer. Now, this one, I feel like, first of all, what kind of spoolie is this? This spoolie, I don't know. They should have just left it blank. Next, this applicator is one of those triangle ones, kind of like the Anastasia brow shaper, I think it's called, or something like that. It's kind of like a triangle, and you color it on. This didn't have hardly any pigmentation. I mean, it took a lot to work up the color, and you had to go back and forth to be able to do it. Now, it took a lot. Like, if you just do one swipe, it's not very pigmented, so you have to keep going back and forth over it. It's kind of a rough feeling, it's kind of waxy feeling, and I wasn't into that, so that was a miss for me. Let's talk about another brow pencil. Can you tell I was on a mission to find a good brow pencil? I typically use the L'Oreal, it's right here, let's see, L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. And this is what it looks like. It's like one of those micro ones that's really small. And then I use the Anastasia brow powder with it. But I really wanted to try out some new brow products, so I was on a mission this month. This one is the Milani Easy Brow Automatic Pencil Crayon. This spoolie is nice. It's a normal size spoolie. The product is a twist up that actually doesn't even twist up. So there's one problem. It's not super fine, but it's not super thick. My problem with this was, first of all, it wouldn't twist up. But second, this is like putting straight wax on your eyebrows. It was so waxy that I feel like I couldn't get any pigment on my eyebrows, and it just had this thick, waxy feel, and I don't like that. I like it to look like my brows just a little bit better. So that was a miss for me. Let's see the next one. Now, I've heard great things about It Cosmetics, and I really like their CC cream, so I thought I'd branch out and try their Brow Power. This is in Universal Taupe, and on one end they have a nice spoolie. There we go. And then on the next end they have that triangle shape also. And actually, it's not triangle shape, it's an oval shape. And so here's my issue with this one. So I was using it, and I put the lid back on, and then it got stuck to the top of the lid. And so when I pulled it out, the whole entire thing came out. This whole thing. It just came right out. And then every time I would put it back in and I would try to raise it and lower it, it would literally shoot across the room. I liked the pencil itself. I really like the pencil itself. I feel like it's a good brow product, and I will still use it, but it freaks me out every time because I don't know if it's going to pop me in the face, or if it's going to shoot across the room, or if it's going to stay in. So just be careful when you get this. It might, that brow product might get stuck to the top of the thing, and it's not even like I had it up, you know, really high. Maybe I just had the wrong end on, but the ends are not, the caps for the ends are not labeled as if you need to put it on a specific side. So I didn't think anything of it, but I do really like this product. I just had a problem with the packaging. And maybe I just got a bad one. Who knows? You know, packaging's not the same for every single one. It's mass production. I get it. Okay, so the next one is this number 7 Stay Perfect Foundation. Now this one says it's for all skin types. Its coverage is medium, non-stop complexion, perfection, all day wear, and it has SPF of 15. This is from the brand number 7, and I just got it at Target. And actually I picked up several number 7 items that I was going to try out, and I thought, you know what, let me just start with one. And so I started with this one. There's a couple other YouTubers that really like these foundation, and so I thought, let me try it out. I tried it out and I did not like it. This is another one, and I have one more that I put on and I just took off right away because it wasn't even something that I could wear all day and make work because it was so patchy on my face. And I tried two different ways of putting it on. I tried it with a brush and I tried it with a beauty blender. Now, or a damp beauty sponge. Now, I do not put products on my face with my fingers. Maybe that's the trick to this one. I don't know. If you've ever used this and it's worked great for you, leave that in the comments and tell me how you apply it, because I have it. So if I can get it to work, then great. So then the last thing I'm going to talk about is a sample I got from Sephora in one of my orders. And this is also something that I've heard really good things about, and so I was excited when it was one of the sample options. And this is the Marc Jacobs Shameless Youthful Look 24-Hour Foundation with SPF of 25. So it came like this, and then there were these little samples, and then a lighter one, and the lighter one is what I used. And this one comes in 29 shades, it says. It has all the shades listed on the back. And it also came with a primer, and it came with the Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. And so I thought, perfect, because I've never tried this foundation, I've never tried the primer, let's try them together. They're supposed to be used together, so that is the perfect thing. The primer I loved. It was very smooth going on. I liked the smell of it. It wasn't too scented, but it wasn't, didn't smell like chemicals or anything. It was just like a soft coconut smell. So that was great. And then I put on the foundation. Now, I don't know who, first of all, wears their foundation for 24 hours. That's not even rational. But I couldn't get this foundation to last even 8 hours on my skin. So I don't know if it's just my skin type. It could be, because some people really like this. They rave about it. Now I have normal to combination skin, so I have a couple dry patches here and there in the winter months, but overall my face is pretty, combination, so it's normal all around my face except for my T-zone area. It gets a little bit oily throughout the day, but nothing excessive. So I really don't usually have a problem with a good foundation staying and lasting all day, but this one, no, didn't work. So that was a pass for me. If you got that one to work, let me know what your skin type is down below, so that I can maybe narrow it down to maybe it was just my skin type, and the foundation's good, but just for certain skin types. So anyway, that's it for my misses for this month. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have gotten any of these to work for you, let me know down in the comments how you got them to work, because maybe I'm just doing it wrong. I don't know, user error could be, instead of it being a bad product. So let me know down in the comments if you were able to get any of them to work, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next one.